Hi, I'm Willie Mayette from pianowithwillie.com, and I want to welcome you to this special lesson on what I call faster fingers. What I'm going to be doing in this particular lesson is going through a set of exercises that you can work on to really help your dexterity, okay, of the two hands. We're also going to work on what I like to call the brain barrier, or the two-hand barrier. Often students tell me, oh, I can't play hands together, all right? And there are some exercises that we can do that help to loosen up how your brain and fingers interact with one another. Right? So to make it so that the right hand is doing one thing while the left hand does something else. All right? Then the left hand switches and the right hand takes over. And then also we'll be focusing on some of these two-handed exercises so that we can do this. We can do these exercises and melodies, create these improvisations that flow between the two hands, right? I like to call this two-handed fluidity. Right, so that it sounds almost like you're just playing with one hand rather than, oh, that's the left hand playing and now here's the right hand playing. We're going to work also on bringing chromaticism into our playing and using some of this chromatic scale, five-finger major scale, five-finger minor scale, full minor scales, and triads, bringing them all together to create some very cool exercises and variations of exercises that will really help increase your fluidity, dexterity, and of course your speed. Right? I'm going to also talk a little bit about some fingering, right? And this lesson will be considered an easy lesson, right? So for an absolute beginner, but bear in mind that I am going to move through some things that are going to be more advanced for our advanced level students, okay? So if you're a beginner student, you might only understand 20–30% of the DVD, right, of the lesson. That's okay, right? That's plenty for you to understand for right now, and you're going to get a ton of information right there and a ton of techniques to really help you loosen up your fingers. However, if you're an advanced level player, I'm also going to throw in a lot of advanced stuff that's going to be very helpful to you to help increase your speed. Right? This stuff is fantastic for improvisation because when you improvise, you want to be able to think immediately on your feet or sitting down, all right? But you want to be able to think immediately and be able to get out whatever idea you're hearing in your head onto your fingers. What happens a lot of times for us as players is we have an idea that we hear in our head, but when we try to get it out in our fingers, well, our fingers just aren't ready. They're not dexterous enough, it's too fast, or something that happens. And there's this barrier once again. Right, we're going to try and break down that barrier, make it so that you're loose at the instrument so that you start to increase your speed and your dexterity. So anyway, a lot of cool stuff in this lesson. I hope you'll join me in the lesson.